And how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a phenomenal day. I'm having a very, very good day so far. Weird dreams, don't know why, but welcome to the Mind of ADHD. So, today we're going to talk about Amberlynn Reid, and I'm going to say some stuff, and I'm going to say some words, and some people are going to probably get upset. But I'm just going to say what I think. So I have not watched this video. It was sent to me by that Lindsay with an A when I said, hey, what can I talk about today? And she said, talk about this shit. So Lindsay, thank you very much, or fuck you very much, depending on how this video goes. I don't know. And just as an FYI, there's a high chance I got a notification from YouTube. Everybody, be ready. I got a notification from YouTube that they are going to be demonetizing, like completely demonetizing swearing, and I'm totally fucking good with that. Okay, because I would not want to fucking depend upon YouTube money fucking ever. It's one of the dumbest fucking things you can do is to call yourself a creator and then depend upon the income of people that could just decide to stop paying you at any given fucking time. It's dumb as fuck. Not that I don't appreciate the money that I've earned from YouTube over the course of the last several years. I do, but they clearly pay. I mean, it's not a fair fucking system. But they are likely going to be demonetizing all the swearing videos on YouTube. I have no issue with this at all. It just means people can watch my stuff without commercials. If it's monetized, I'm going to put as many commercials as I'm allowed on that motherfucker. This is how shit works because that's business, dumb fucks. But if that happens, my biggest concern, oh, sheesh. And I'm back. No shit. I have no idea what happened. I had no idea what happened. For real. No idea. None. Zero. Let me see here. All right. So we're going to adjust a few things. I had to switch browsers. So is what it was. He has to mentally prepare himself to talk about these women. Today might go a little different. Today might go a little different. I'm just saying. Today might go a little different, a little bit different. Well, I forget what I was talking about before I left. Oh, that they're going to demonetize the channel and all that stuff. Just so you know, follow me at Twitter right here. I'm going to start posting everything there also. Everything. I normally do. I actually post more videos there than here. I will use this I will still use YouTube. I'm not one of those people like, they're not going to pay me, so I'm leave. That's stupid, dumb, completely dumb. Like, what other place can you get paid? I mean, you literally get paid to fucking advertise yourself. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand how people get super fucking upset when they get demonetized. I mean, I've never depended upon YouTube money because I'm not stupid. And here we are. Let me move this over. Let me get to YouTube, my channel. I have to completely reset. So all of you can calm the fuck down. No, I'm just kidding. None of you are complaining that I know of, or that I even give a shit about, frankly. We got her up and queued. And once again, I just want to tell everybody, you can buy No Morbidity at ambrosiacollective.com, or you can get the access to the app. I'm probably going to do some lives just for the people on the app at some point in time here relatively soon. We have a 30-minute consultation with either myself or Crystal, if I'm not your cup of tea. And we also have our coaching. We have a few slots available for our coaching. We'll help morph your lifestyle bit by bit. We help you build healthy habits. It's one thing to control your hunger with the use of No Morbidity, but then we help the person learn how to live a healthy lifestyle so then they can come off No Morbidity eventually. So I am back. He's getting his coffee. No, he wasn't. The Brave browser booted me. So, hey, Alan, training for 3 obstacle course races later this year in full swing, loving every minute. That's awesome, Kevin. Great to hear you're doing good, man. Great to hear you're doing good. Do you know when Tiger Fitness will restock No Morbidity? I'd like to buy some. I'm in the UK, so I can't purchase elsewhere. It should be later this week. It should be later on this week. And we are just going to go through. I can't buy from Tiger Fitness. It's not available yet. It will be there. It will be there. Calm down. I don't know if they have vitamin shops where you're at. I don't know. Don't keep up with Amber myself, but every time I see her, no progress has been made. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to look at it. So it's unfortunate. There's a long storied history with this girl. I had sent her messages before, given her some tips. And she's never, not only has she never been a client, I wouldn't accept her as one. She needs inpatient therapy very, 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 very badly. And the video we are about to talk about, this one was sent to me by that Lindsay with an A again. Thank you very much, Lindsay. I'm going to keep myself big because I'd rather see my face than her face. I know it sounded arrogant, and I don't give a fuck if it did. How about that? But we are going to keep the volume off for the rest of this ad. Then I'm skipping it.
Welcome to a new video.
I don't know what's up with my camera here, guys. So let me check it out. Something's going on with my camera. Not exactly sure. I'll have to give me one more second, guys. Just one more second. Can you guys hear me? YouTube's blocking my face because I've been swearing. That's very possible. Can you guys hear me? I wonder if that's blocked also. Yes. Okay, good. All right. Well, you get the little, view of this. So I don't even know what to fucking say about this. So let me see if I can switch over or do something. It's not accepting camera access. This is very fucking strange. Ah, there we go. So give me one more second. We've got multiple of me. Here I am. Let's see if this will work. No. Jeez, I got stuff everywhere. So test. Can everybody hear me still? Can everybody hear me? All right. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, let's do this shit. I don't know why it's getting all fucked up. It's been like 11 minutes of me just like, whoa, hang on. Whoa. Fucking hate that shit. And anybody that had a problem with just how I made that joke, fuck off. Oh shit, did it just fucking X me again? Crazy. All right, can everybody hear me? I hope so. What we're going to do here. Feedback. Calm down, people. All right. I don't know why it has to work like this. It doesn't seem like it's accepting the camera. But I'm going to move this over. And here she is. All right. Let me set one or two more things up. And this is how we roll. There we go. Amberlynn Reid. Making excuses, I think. So here we go. I'm going to play her at 1.5 speed because she talks uber slow. But here we go.
I did restart a Goodreads because I want to track everything I read this year, and this was my 10th book. My 10th book so far. That's not bad.
Is everybody hearing an echo? Unreal. I cannot believe that they're making this so hard. Hmm. All right, we good? Can you guys hear me now? Yes, perfect. Here we go.
And it's only the beginning of March. So, okay. I really, really enjoyed this. So I recommend it. There was twists. I knew there was going to be. I felt it inside of myself, and I was right. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I feel like some people are bored with my book talk, so I'm not going to explain it too hard. But I officially have started It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and I am on page 59. I love it.
Page 59 of a book when all you do is video yourself. You know, I think we're getting to the root of the issue here. I'm telling you, some people are not going to be happy with what I'm about to say, I think.
It is so entertaining. I thoroughly am enjoying it so far. So I know it's super controversial. And so far, you can tell that she knows a lot about domestic abuse because of her parents. So people say that in this book, what happens is they're going to be romanticizing it. And so far, I don't get that. But I haven't gotten to the part where she starts how people are getting.
I don't care about the book.
I'm on page 140. I've been doing very high dosage of vitamin D for me to take once a week prescribed. So I'm actually going to go get that from the pharmacy. So I got my lab results finally, and they tested like a bunch of different things and everything came back fine. Besides my vitamin D is very low. So they're prescribing me like a very high dosage of vitamin D for me to take once.
Well, just so everybody understands, vitamin D is going to be low on obese people because it's a fat soluble, and they don't get out in the sun. They don't eat properly. Like she eats like straight fucking garbage. Like we know this, you know, like this is not a question of whether she might eat okay or not. She eats like straight garbage. We watch her straight garbage. I'm amazing that they're going to put her on vitamin D instead of telling her to go outside. But again, like everything needs to be spoon fed.
Once a week prescribed. So I'm actually going to go get that from the pharmacy. So I'm just very relieved to hear that like the results came back pretty well, because I knew that my vitamin D was low.
The results came back pretty well. Not one result that comes back that is attached to over 500 pounds as a female, is as a male, as a human, is pretty well. Not one. I'm over it. Like I don't mean, Amber, if what I'm about to say hurts your feelings, well, I'm looking at the wrong camera. If what I'm about to say hurts your feelings, get offline. Because that's going to be my suggestion. Get offline. Sue YouTube. Amberlynn Reid and everybody else that, like Nick Cotto, Amberlynn Reid, all these people, they should sue YouTube. Because YouTube has paid them against their terms of service agreement to, in fact, hurt themselves, knowing it's self-harming behavior. They should sue YouTube. And I mean that very seriously. They are victims in a way of where they have like, they're not victims because everybody is responsible for their actions, but YouTube claims to have terms of service agreement to protect the creators from self-harm, like crazy. It's snowing, not much vitamin D outside here. Send us summer already, please. If it's sunny, it doesn't matter how warm it is.
Oh, like it's been low. It's been very low for years now. So yeah, I just know I'm gonna feel a lot better taking this really high dosage vitamin D, because I've taken one in the past and it helps a lot. So another update I have is, you guys know how, like I said, that I found out that I have to go a whole year without binging, and like I kind of had like a little breakdown moment. Like I cried in front of my dietitian. It was embarrassing, but you know, I just felt very.
That's what's embarrassing. You're embarrassing. 500 pounds is embarrassing. The concept that these people shouldn't feel shame for gluttoning themselves, you should. It's actually mental illness to not feel shame for hurting yourself. That in of itself is a problem. I would argue this to anybody. Pretending you are not hurting yourself while hurting yourself is in fact a problem. You should be ashamed of abusing your body. An alcoholic should be ashamed. They should do something about it. We should help them do something about it. But pretending that they did nothing, that they shouldn't feel any possible responsibility for what they've done, is in fact one of the reasons why we are here. She should feel shame. 100%. We shouldn't need to fat shame her. She should feel shame. The fat shaming comes in from anytime you mention anything about somebody's weight, they're already ashamed of it. She's got to be ashamed. She's got to look at herself in the mirror and be like, what the fuck am I doing?
Very overwhelmed. I didn't like take advantage at the time.
Very overwhelmed. A life of eating and vlogging. You're very overwhelmed. Get off fucking line. That's weakness. Enough. This woman talks about going to the doctor as if like it's not every day and it's not a burden on society. Get there. 3 years into a global pandemic and you're fatter. Selfish.
I'm gonna like ask more questions about why this is, or just like understand the situation a little bit more. So I have an option of emailing her. So I took advantage of.
You're gonna ask why it is, why you have medical issues. You're fat. You've gluttoned yourself this big. Accept that respect. Like, it's the nicest thing anybody's going to say to this woman all week. I mean, that's the thing. This is the nicest thing anybody's going to say to her. Stop gluttoning yourself. You're hurting yourself every day. This whole like I was told I needed to not binge for a year before I get that surgery. You should be trying to not binge now. Them asking you to try to be healthy, to take some responsibility for what you put in your motherfucking mouth, so when they do make your stomach a third, or probably in your case, a sixth of the fucking size you stretched it out to, that you don't hurt yourself. You're not a victim of anybody but you. You chose to do this. Even though YouTube has policy and shouldn't have let you, and all the stuff that I say, and the advice I gave you about suing YouTube isn't because I'm really proud of you and think it's a good thing, and you're a victim of theirs. They're an evil corporate entity, just like every major megala fucking company. They're going to make money. They don't give a fuck about you. So them monetizing your gluttony is against their terms of service agreement. I don't necessarily think that it's beyond you. Like, you should take responsibility, but I'm trying to give you an out to save your life. Because this is the only thing that sees you around in another 5 to 10 years is not being on YouTube. Believe it. Every time I hear her name, I'm waiting to hear somebody tell me she died. Every single time. You know? It's going to be, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I'm like double her age almost, probably. Well, not double her age. I think she's almost 30, which is fucking astounding. You're not going to make 35. You're just not.
Of that option, and I kindly just wanted to like understand things a little bit more. So we've actually been emailing back and forth for a couple of days, and she has explained things a little bit better for me, that like there is someone like above her, a psychologist above her, who actually reads like all her notes on her patients. And
mental note, if it looks like you're wearing boxing gloves and you're not, you're too big. She looks like she's straight up ready to get into an MMA cage.
And they help decide like the further plan for her patients. And the psychologist thinks that this is what's best for me. And so does the dietitian. But she also wants the surgeon's opinion, because everyone is different. Every story is different. Everyone is a different plan.
This is truth. She is very elderly for her size. Like, she's like an 80-year-old. For real.
It's not one size fits all at all. So she's actually talking to the surgeon tomorrow about my story and my situation in particular. And she said she's going to get back to me. I wish I could talk to the surgeon, of course, one-on-one, because it is a lot of like telephone and like through the grapevine type thing. And I would love to talk to the surgeon one-on-one. I understand I can't right now. The surgeon is very popular.
Why? Like, at this stage, why? They don't want you to binge for a year. You have your homework. Why the fuck you need to talk about it? It's the same homework you're always going to have. Don't fucking binge.
Popular. There's just a way that they do things, and I understand that. So I think after, you know, she talks to the surgeon and communicates to me what the surgeon thinks should happen, I think I'll have a clearer answer. And I think what would be really helpful to me, and I don't know if this is like, because
I'll have a clear answer. That clear answer is lose fucking weight. Don't fucking eat how you've been eating. There's your clear fucking answer.
I have that obsessive side of me. Like, I was diagnosed with OCPD, which is obsessive compulsive personality disorder. I was diagnosed with that like 5 years ago. And
notice how she smiles when she talks about being diagnosed with stuff. This is mental illness on parade. Watch
communicates to me what the surgeon thinks should happen. I think I'll have a clearer answer. And I think what would be really helpful to me, and I don't know if this is like, because I have that obsessive side of me. Like, I was diagnosed with OCPD, which is obsessive compulsive personality disorder.
See the smile? Everybody see the smile as she's talking about, and I was diagnosed with this. I'm a victim.
Diagnosed with that like 5 years ago, and it was just like a couple years ago I was diagnosed with actual OCD. You can have both. So I don't know if it's one of these, but it's like I feel like I need to have my surgery date scheduled, even if it is a year from now or 10 months from now. I want to know the date, because
they'll never do that. If they do that, they're lying to her. So they don't schedule a surgery for a fucking year out on somebody that might not be able to get the surgery because she's going to binge next week. They're not going to fucking do this. It's like the ridiculousness. Like, okay, you'd want me not to fucking eat so much that my stomach might explode for a year, but I want the date for it. That would make me feel better. Like, they're telling you they're not going to fucking do surgery on you because you are a train wreck of a human being, basically. And you're like, but they need to do this for me. What the fuck? We've given you people too many fucking trophies. Here's my advice. This is going to be my advice for this video, probably towards the end. I'll let you know if I change my mind. But stop watching Amberlynn Reid. Everybody. If you guys want to help her, stop watching completely. Stop talking about her. Stop watching it. I mean, I'm talking about it right now because people have asked me to, but the best thing for her, everybody should just stop watching. Absolutely. And realistically, she should be 18 and up. She talks about medications, binge eating disorders. She should be labeled, all of her videos should be 18 and up because they talk about eating disorder behavior and things like that. All of her videos should be 18 and up, YouTube. At the very least, they should be 18 and up. I might even do that. I definitely plan on doing an 18 up video here within the next day or two about this Jeffrey Marsh guy that's on TikTok, just so people can be aware. But and I'll mark that 18 and up. It won't be monetized, and I'm good because I just want to make the video. She's monetizing her illnesses, her multiple illnesses. Like, she looks like she's gotten bigger. It's just ridiculous.
For some reason, it's like, I know I'm working towards something big and something amazing.
What are you working towards? How are you? What work are you doing? You're working towards something big. You're working towards getting surgery. Oop, hang on a second. I need to make sure I plug my phone in, otherwise I'm going to lose you guys again. Hold on. I'm back. I needed to plug my phone in. If you don't like it, I'm going to call. One more second. I'm back. StreamYard's pissing me off. Got to go through all this bullshit because of them. There we go. Okay.
Amazing and something life-changing, but I feel like if I have that exact date, then it's like I could touch it, I could feel it, I know it's there. I don't know if that's like,
Here's what's going to happen. If, like, I would very much bet against this in Vegas. Amberlynn Reid goes 1 year without binging. Like, to binge every day and then to just not binge for a year. I haven't binged in like 2 years and 2 months almost, right? To just all of a sudden binge every day, to just not binge for a year. Ain't happening at all, whatsoever. But if she would get surgery, because it's funny to think about. It's just funny. Like, you think we've watched this woman gain 300 pounds. You think she's going to all of a sudden stop binging it one day because she wants something? She wants a lot of shit. But if she would get surgery, she'd in a year lose like 140, 150 pounds because she's fucking huge. But she'd start gaining it back. She'd get to about 400 pounds, maybe 350. She'd start gaining it back because everything's somebody else's fault and not hers. Because everything's because of this disorder, that disorder, this disorder, that disorder. Hey, as a big fucking newsflash, I'm fucking crazy, and I function. Like, I don't want to hear shit.
part of my OCPD, but I just feel like I need it scheduled. And it's like, obviously, if I don't meet requirements and I don't do what they tell me to do, et cetera, then the surgery is going to be canceled.
If.
But it's like, if I do everything they tell me I'm going to do and what I'm supposed to do, and it's like, if I have a date.
If she does everything that she's supposed to and things like that, that's a fairy tale. Literally, that's a fairy tale. Like, people have told her basic things like drink more water and don't eat processed food, and she fucking can't do that. If you can't go without processed food to save your life, you don't want to live. It's ridiculous. Get there faster. Get there faster. I'm sorry if anybody's getting their fifis hurt by me being harsh with this fat woman, but she's not helping herself. Everybody, like, society has pussyfooted around this long enough. She is gluttoning herself to death. This is the end game of fat acceptance. It's a death cult. She has made herself a complete victim of everything and responsible for nothing. Also a fat acceptance trait. Just because she talks about losing weight does not mean she's not a fat acceptance advocate, because she tries to pretend that nothing's her fault. It's all this disorder, that disorder. You know what? Suck it the fuck up. Ridiculous. Somebody asked the question, how I stopped binging. You can get our coaching for it. No Morbidity helps me a lot. I go through the whole thing. In fact, I'll do a whole other thing about it.
For when my life is absolutely going to change. I can see myself.
When my life is absolutely going to change. She will hate having surgery. She will absolutely hate it. There's so many foods she won't be able to eat. She'll just fucking get herself sick. She will hate having surgery. She'll get, like, I don't think she'll lose that much weight. I really don't.
Being more successful, it doesn't make sense to you guys, I'm sure. I'm sure it's not going to make any sense, which is fine. But just don't come for me. Don't judge me. It just...
Don't come for me. Don't judge me. If nobody came for you and nobody judged you, you'd be homeless. If nobody came for this woman and nobody was judgmental about this woman, her views would be like 10. I love no morbidity, no more bitches. I love that. But for real, if nobody came to judge you and nobody came for you or came to judge you, you'd be homeless and skinny. It's probably the best thing. For real.
It seems like more obtainable. It's like I could touch it, I could feel it, I could taste it. If like there's an actual date. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, okay? It's just because I hate the unknown. I hate the unknown. It's like the worst. So that is something that is possible.
You should really hate what's going to happen in a couple of years, because there's a whole bunch of unknown after your heart stops.
Because I know there are people, because there's people who have reached out to me who have gotten weight loss surgery. So many of you. So thank you for reaching out to me on Instagram and sharing your stories. I love reading them and corresponding with you guys. A lot of you actually had your surgery like scheduled for 3 months out. And I was like, okay, so if people can do that, then I'm pretty sure like 10 to 12 months out is possible as well. It's just, it gives me a goal.
Because they have scheduled 3 months out, so you're pretty sure that 3 to 4 times the length of that is perfectly possible then. In your massive amount of healthcare experience, I guess. Because the world needs to bend to you. You fucking weirdo. Like, do you realize how arrogant that fucking sounds? Jesus. Brian Sosinski. I think I got that right. I'm from Pittsburgh, so I should know how to say all the skis. Thank you for everything you bring awareness to, Alan. I was 370 pounds and lost over 100 pounds. I have more to go, but I love the process. Keep doing what you're doing. You fucking rock. Great fucking job, bro. And thank you very much. I appreciate it, but great job.
It's like a physical goal, and there's no unknown. There's no like, oh my God, when is this going to happen? So that is something that I want.
It's a physical goal, and you're pretending like it's going to happen. You're pretending like you're not going to binge for a year. Why? This is fantasy. This is fucking stupid. You're not going to not binge for a year. It's going to take you longer than you're going to be alive to not binge for a year. Get the fuck over here. That's ridiculous. They told you to not binge for a year because you're not a good fucking candidate for surgery. Get the fuck out. It's not even a realistic statement. I am a best-selling weight loss author, partner in multiple weight loss supplements. My wife is probably the most intelligent weight loss coach there is. And I will say that in front of anybody because she can actually help people, real people, lose weight. It's not a big fitness industry thing. My wife is a fucking genius. She is my coach. I live with this woman. I have supplements based around this. I have access to only focus on my health and nutrition. I talk about obesity and recovery every fucking day. I've written 2 books. One is an Amazon bestseller in multiple different categories. And it took me years to not be able to binge for a year. Years. As an athlete, as somebody that literally makes money from their physical aesthetic appearance as an athlete. And this woman is not going to binge for a year because why? Fucking, it's a fantasy. It's not happening. She's binging tomorrow, likely. Like it's not a realistic thing. With us placating this fantasy shit and us pretending like that this being fat isn't bad for you. That this woman's not gonna like. You need inpatient therapy. The problem is not you need surgery or this. It's you. The problem is you.
I want to talk about with my dietitian and then like the surgeon, because eventually I will be seeing the surgeon and I'm excited.
I love how she thinks she's involved in this. Like, here's what I think we should do. Maybe we should loop this right here. Shut the fuck up. You don't need to talk to them. You need to listen to what they fucking tell you to do and shut the fuck up. Society's been too nice. I wish we could stay nice, but society has been too fucking nice about all this shit. It's systemic lying to each other's faces about realistic life issues that deal with health and interaction. People have been too nice about this. This enormous, gluttonous fat woman who is fat by her own hand. Nobody gluttoned her. Nobody held her down and shoved food down her throat. She did this to her. Society should not support this. Every time she goes to the doctor, every time she says we're trying to get it covered by insurance, understand that her life choices are affecting you if you have insurance. Her and anybody else that accesses the healthcare system because of lifestyle-driven chronic illnesses that they put on themselves burdens everybody else. It is a burden for all of society. Period. Regina, she annoys me. I was 490, now 240. Bam, great job. That's awesome. Still working on it, about to walk 3 miles, then go to the gym. I stopped eating wrong foods. It's not hard. Thanks, Alan, for the truth. Regina, you are very welcome, and thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'll get to questions here in a minute.
Excited for that appointment because it's like the surgeon is like the end all be all type thing. And, you know, for a minute there, I thought it was the psychologist was the end all be all, but it's not. There's so many little tiny things when you get weight loss surgery outside of like the bigger picture and the bigger things that you have to change. It's a lot. And someone like me, OCPD, obsessive compulsive.
Notice how she loves that shit. Like, I call my ADHD a fucking superpower. I really do. Like, I think it gives me an advantage. And I'm not trying to be, I'm smarter than people. Like, my brain processes quicker. I'm running a whole series called I Told You So for the next year because from 3 years ago until now, I've been right about fucking everything when it comes to the pandemic. So I'm running a whole fucking series. I'm an intelligent motherfucker because of ADHD, not in spite of it, because of it. And if your child has ADHD and they tell you they need medication, try taking them off all sugar, all caffeine, processed carbohydrates, try doing something that stimulates their mind, making sure that they have different aspects that they can go to. I love my ADHD. I think it's a next stage in human evolution, to be honest. She revels in being a victim.
Personality disorder where I feel like I have to be in control and I have to have it the right way. And like the appointments have to be the right way in the right order. And it's just like, I don't have this control. And I feel like I would have a sense of control if I just like had an exact date and I could work towards that goal. I'm totally rambling right now, but.
Here's your goal. Lose 350 pounds. Work towards it. I mean, stop eating. It's not like we're asking this woman to starve herself. Eat 2,000 calories of whole food. If she ate 2,000 calories of whole food, she'd drop like 150 pounds in a fucking year. It's crazy, but it's real.
I don't know. I'm just feeling more hopeful. I know in that video where I told you guys, like, this, this whole year, it just gives me room to fail, blah, blah, blah.
People want to be accountable for their own decisions. Great videos from over the pond. Boom. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I think you follow me on do you follow me on Twitter?
Like, I've obviously had some time to like think on it and absorb the information given to me. And I've had some people tell me that I was a spoiled brat because I was upset. That to me was like, ma'am, spoiled brat who?
You're acting super spoiled and super bratty. I want to talk to the doctors so this way we can converse and they can change this. I've heard people did this, so they can do 3 to 4 times the amount for me. You sound spoiled as fuck. You're privileged as fuck. You're fucking 550 fucking pounds and your only job is to talk on camera. You're privileged as fuck. You're spoiled like a motherfucker. For real. This woman should get a fucking hourly job and have to support herself. She'd lose fucking 200 pounds that way. Yes, you're spoiled as fuck. It's a fucking disgusting display of arrogance for you to pretend like you're not.
Ooh, no, I'm ready to actively change my life. And I know that with weight loss surgery.
Actively changing your life if you actively changed your life, you wouldn't need weight loss surgery probably. Actively changing your life by getting 3/4 in a case for your size of stomach, probably 5/6 to your stomach cut out. That's not actively doing work. That's you fucking, I'm sorry. Like, do I think she needs weight loss surgery? Likely. She definitely needs inpatient therapy. She super fucking needs to get off of the fucking internet. Super needs to.
Surgery, it's going to make it happen quicker and faster. It's going to save my life. Hold on, someone's calling.
So she's saying that she'd lose weight without weight loss surgery. She is not going to go a year without binging. She's probably binged already. She's just lying. Because binge eaters have a fucking problem speaking as one, and they lie about their food. They lie about their food.
Calling me. Anyways, let me answer this and I will talk to you guys later. But I'm not a spoiled brat. I'm just ready to change my life. Okay.
There you are.
I just got off the phone. I just felt like I needed to finish my thought process. Yeah, I've had time to like think and like absorb and process. And obviously it was disheartening because like in my heart, I was like, yeah, I got this. I'm totally gonna get surgery by summer. And it's like the fact.
I love how she's like, oh, I was so bent on winning, doing fucking nothing. I got this. Yes, I walked into the doctor's office and raised everybody else's insurance costs. I got this. They're going to give me what I need because I can't do it myself. Yes. We need to stop being so nice. I'm saying it right now. If you need to lose weight, if you're hundreds of pounds overweight, I can help you. I feel for you. And if you're trying, like actually trying, all the respect to you. I'm not going to lie to your face, though. I'm not going to. But if you're like her and you're just making excuses, you're just a fucking drag on society. You are the reason why we closed the fucking world down. People like you have trashed future generations of people because we were so afraid that you'd get a fucking cold and clog our healthcare system, which you already clog it anyway, that we closed the fucking world down. And you repaid us by fucking gluttoning. You're arrogant. You are indeed a burden upon all of us and throwing it in people's faces. Indeed. There's 90-year-olds doing 400-pound deadlifts on YouTube. Then I see people like this. These people are mentally broken first, then they go to break their body. I saw something today too where somebody's like, well, I got to get mentally healthy before I get physically healthy. Like, you look like, if you have boxing gloves for hands and fat is accumulating on your forehead, you are never going to be mentally healthy until you lose weight. Never.
The fact that I was told that, that's probably not going to happen. Like, of course, that was a little sad. And it's like, if I wouldn't have felt that way, if I would have just been like, oh, okay, that's totally fine, then I know I'm not wanting this at all. Because I'm very much like instant gratification. I want, that instant. And it's like, I only want that when I really want something. So if I wouldn't have felt the way that I did when I was first told that information, then it's like, that's an indicator that.
I really think, I think she thought she was going to stroll into the doctor's office and then a week later they were going to fucking cut part of her stomach out. I really think she thinks that. Like, I love how she's like, I'm not spoiled. Minutes later, I love instant gratification. What the fuck? Like, it's so ridiculous. Why are we humoring this? This woman is not a serious person at all. She's just a burden upon society. Like, you guys see this, right? I'm sorry if this hurts people's feelings, but makes her money from being fat. And then all of us pay for her fatness. She's a burden upon society. It should be embarrassing as fuck. She should be ashamed. 3 years, we closed everything. There are children that have speech problems because we're so terrified of a cold and we used fat people as the excuse. Because elderly people that were at big fucking risk are normally already pretty isolated. It's people like her that we were like, oh wait, we're pretty sickly as people. We need, understand, like, you can look back, and we're going to be, by the way, because like I said, I'm doing a whole I told you so series because I fucking told you motherfuckers so. But we can look back and we can clearly see how people are like, do you know how many sick and immunocompromised people we have in America? We have to close down. We have so many fat and diabetes and this and that. We have so many people with chronic illnesses that we already pay for that we close the fucking world down. Fauci said it himself that it was because of how many obese people we have. And if you have repaid us, if you have repaid all of society for trashing tens of thousands of small businesses, destroying children's lives, absolutely fucking making us closer to fucking complete tyranny and authoritarianism, because to protect you, we needed to fucking close down. If you have not lost weight, you don't give a fuck about anybody. The world stopped for you motherfuckers. Earn that shit.
Amberlynn, you don't want this as bad as you thought you did,
Oh, by the way, because I'm telling you again, I don't think it will happen again. If the next virus that comes out is really bad for fat people, you guys are fucked.
So it's like the fact that I did react that way is a total Amberlynn. Like, of course, I'm going to feel disheartened. And
did she literally just say it's a total Amberlynn?
I'm gonna, I've spent my whole life, like my first diet when I was 11 years old, I've spent my whole life yo-yo dieting. And it's like, if I was able to do it by myself, someone just walked past the window. If I was able to do it by myself and be successful by myself, then I would have already done it. And I know that with this extra tool of weight loss surgery, it's going to change my life. And it's
nope. I don't think so. One, she's not going to go a year without binging. I mean, again, let's head back to the reality. But two, she'll gain her weight back in 2 years. In 2 years, she'll be regaining. I would bet my professional career on it. She's not willing to do any work to lose any weight. She's always looking for the next thing that will make it so it just is easy for her. The next injection, the next this, the next that. Like, even people, we tell people this, even people on no morbidity, you got to do the work. Like, make sure you're getting plenty of hydration. Use the state of decreased hunger and increased stress relief to build healthy habits. She doesn't want the habits. She doesn't want to eat whole food. She wants to eat noodles. She doesn't want to eat healthy food and get exercise. She wants to vlog her food, mukbang, and then pretend that she goes for walks. She doesn't want to be healthy.
She wants it to be easy. That's pathetic. That is, in fact, a burden upon us. Her and people like this who refuse to take responsibility for their own gluttony, you are a burden. If that hurts you me saying that, okay, it does not change the fact of it. Fix your shit. You owe it to society. Society doesn't owe you to be nice to you. You owe society not to burden us with your lifestyle-driven chronic illnesses. And here's the thing. Say she just trips. She has no other illnesses. It's still a burden because it still takes 6 times the manpower to fucking get her on a gurney and get her into a fucking hospital. It is a burden. Ridiculous.
It's going to help me. This might be the tool that might actually save my life. Example.
Nope.
If you're trying to hang up this picture and it's like you try to hang it up for 10 years and it's not hanging. You're like, what is happening? You realize, oh, okay, this picture is pretty heavy. Maybe I need a nail. Get that nail. The nail is right there. It's in arm's reach. But they say, you know what? Let's wait a year. You're like, damn, I just need that one last.
Notice how it's not her. Like, she's already placed the responsibility for her weight loss on the surgeons. It's not her anymore. She is literally like, it's not me. I've tried. These motherfuckers better get their shit together. But she's not spoiled and privileged. She's literally already absolved herself of responsibility for her weight. I've tried. I can't do it. These motherfuckers better get on this shit or I'm going to die. It's fucking crazy. We need to stop humoring this. This woman looks fucking ridiculous. I've known about this woman for 4 fucking years. She's just fatter. Everybody's tried to help her. I believe Papa Swolio reached out. I know fucking the Sellout reached out to her. I had sent her messages to say, hey, here's what I think you should do. You need inpatient therapy. She's got plenty of fucking free help that many people pay a lot of fucking money for. A lot of fucking money for. And instead of being thankful and actually fucking put it, now she's absolved of all responsibility. I can't do it on my own. Are we kidding? I'm a princess. I can't actually do this shit on my own. I need weight loss surgery. Fucking ridiculous.
Little tool so I can hang the picture on my wall. That might be a bad metaphor, but that's just
It's a horrible metaphor. You don't even understand what metaphors fucking mean.
Best way to explain it. That like my picture can't be hung without the nail, and that's my metaphor for weight loss.
It can be hung without the nail. You could hang it yourself. You could drive your own nail in there. You could do this shit. It's not like she would need to make huge changes. This woman could eat 3,500 calories a day and lose a lot of weight. She could lose like 4 pounds a fucking week, 3 pounds a fucking week by eating 3,500 calories. Almost double what I eat. She could lose fucking 3 pounds a week doing that and not really moving around that much. You're saying you can't hang a picture, you couldn't do this on your own? Shut the fuck up with your fucking excuses. For real. This is why they want you to wait a year of no binging, because they know you're not going to do it. If you do it, you earn the surgery. Good for you. If you don't binge for a year, though, Amberlynn, you'll likely lose 100 fucking pounds already. I bet you should lose 100 pounds if she didn't binge for a year. The fuck?
Surgery. Sure. I can lose some weight on my own, but I can't get to a healthy weight without the help of surgery. And you guys have seen that. I've lost 89 pounds multiple times in my life. The most I've ever lost is.
I lost 97 pounds just listening to your advice. It was mostly free. I did 1 session with you. I'm doing great. Nina, that is awesome. Thank you very much. I'm so happy to hear. And again, you can get a session with us right here. You can join the app. You can get a session. You can get coaching or just straight up get no morbidity.
116. I can't go any further than that. Like, I need help. And that is why weight loss surgery is there. And, I'm very saddened that people took it that way, that I seem like a spoiled brat or like.
You don't seem like one. You definitely fucking are one. You absolutely are one. If you don't think you can do it now, you're not going to be able to do it. Like, the weight loss surgery will buy dramatic weight loss for like 9 months. And then the stomach stretches back out. She's going to gain weight again. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Like, weight loss surgery literally just buys you some time to build better habits in a state of very seriously low hunger, because there's you get full very easy because it's very small pouch. The pouch expands, especially when you glutton yourself. Like, she'll lose a lot of weight very quickly. It'll stall and she will gain weight back, because you're not going to get to a healthy weight from weight loss surgery. From 550 fucking pounds, you're not going to lose 400 pounds from weight loss surgery. That's not, the only person I know that's lost any type of weight like that has been Amanda Register from the show My 2-Ton Family. And she had the gastric sleeve, then she had the duodenal switch. So she had a 2-step surgeries that she's not going to fucking do. Ridiculous.
I was throwing a tantrum. God, no. God, no. It was just so, I've been so stressed with all of the tests and not being able to turn to food for like emotional reasons. And, you know, you have to realize that
Oh my God. Oh no. Does she not sound how fucking privileged this is? Does she not realize how this fucking sounds so fucking privileged? I wasn't able to turn to food for comfort. Some people starve to death. What the fuck?
For years at a time, for months at a time, whatever it may be, whatever era I was in my life, I would turn to food all the time. And
I don't know how she thinks that the surgery is going to change this. I really don't. I really, really don't. All right, I'm going to do questions. Fuck her. I'm over it. Let's see if I can readjust you guys. All right. Ask your questions. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Lita. She actually might not be intelligent enough to do it. She was never a rocket scientist, and an inflammatory diet plus morbid obesity makes it worse. I completely agree. If you can lose 116 and then go backwards in a few months, you have a binging problem. Of course. She's a massive binge eater. She's not going to not binge eat. Like, on her own, like, they're just going to send her on along and say, don't binge for a year? That's not serious advice. I'm sorry, I can't help but think that the doctor said that to shut her the fuck up. That's not serious advice. Hey, that thing you've been doing nonstop every single fucking day for your entire fucking adult life that you love more than anything else and you go to as a form of comfort and make money from, don't do that for a year? What kind of advice is that? Hey, just get over it. It's the same fucking advice. It's ridiculous. I don't need to hear the echo in my... It's what she eats. It is absolutely what she eats. Between the last 2 appointments, they told her to lose 1 pound. She didn't. Oh my God. Lindsay, are you serious? That's fucking crazy talk. I've never seen a person so happy to say how useless they are. It's patheticness. We need to stop joking. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I know, like, oh, big shock that the guy that's called the angry bald man is going to be fucking mean about shit. But somebody fucking needs to, people. Nobody should be placating this woman. She's super fucking fat and gluttonous. Shut your fucking mouth for both talking and eating. What now? Oh, you're mean. Okay, what now? Am I untruthful? If it's untruthful, we can talk. If you've got evidence to say I'm wrong, let's do it. Let's fucking debate. If you can possibly say that something I've said in the past is wrong, sit down with your evidence and let's fucking do this shit. I'm fucking game. I'm ready. And I'm telling you, I'm fucking coming for everybody from the fucking pandemic up to these fucking fat acceptance people. Fuck that shit. I'm done. Because this shit's got to fucking stop. It's got to fucking stop. It's ridiculous. Oh, well, she's got a lot of problems. Yeah, the biggest one is that she's 600 motherfucking pounds and by her own hand. by her own hand. It's not pretty. Being super morbidly obese is absolutely not attractive. People may find you attractive. I don't. Many people don't. It is not. You know why? When you're Amberlynn Reid size, you don't care about yourself. How the fuck can you care about anybody else? Fix your fucking shit. She's maintaining 500. Jesus. That's like fucking 6,000 calories a day. Imagine how much loose skin she'd have. She'd look like a puddle. She'd look like a puddle. Fucking Jarella, that's savage. She would absolutely, she would be somebody that would absolutely need skin removed. That's another thing too. She's going to lose, if she would lose 400 pounds and weigh 200 pounds, she would end up weighing probably 100. She's probably going to have 30 pounds of extra fucking flesh on her. For real. It's fucking crazy. I got there with lots of hard work. Good for you, Elizabeth Spawn. I have fibromyalgia and other chronic illnesses, yet I went from 250 to 170 in 2022 from changing my eating and adding exercise. That is fucking awesome. I can see her throwing a tantrum. Absolutely. At 5'1", she's only 5 foot 1 inches tall. Holy shit. All my extensive and expensive medical tests. Yep. Yeah, she was saying how it's been stressful because she's had medical tests. She thinks medical tests are stressful. Wait till reality fucking gets in. She should get the malabsorption kind of surgery. She'll just stretch out the VSG. She would, if she does anything, I disagree. I disagree. Because if she gets something that's malabsorptive that lets her continue to eat the way she's eating, or anyway close to eating the way she's eating, it would be bad. The malabsorption one I think you're talking about is the one where it's a duodenal switch where it goes, they reroute the actual like digestive tract. That's how fucking crazy this is. We're talking about rerouting a person's digestive tract. But I don't think that malabsorption will do somebody that eats like fucking garbage any good. She's not going to eat good food. She's not. She's not. Do you think weight loss surgery is ever indicated? I think that she should likely get it if she needs it, and I do think it's indicated in many, many cases. If you're 6, I don't understand. They very clearly don't expect her to be successful, or they'd be booking her for this. They book her 3 months out, but they can they're giving her a year to push her off. I will state that anywhere. They're giving this woman a year of no binging to push her off and not give her the surgery. So she can't actually get the surgery, in my opinion. Do I think it's indicated? For many people, it gives them the time they need to get a hold of their shit, right? They're trying to get a hold of their shit. It gives them the time, everything like that. If you're complaining about the pre-work they give you, you're not going to make it. You're absolutely not going to make it. I know many, many, many people that have regained weight, even people that have regained enough weight that they've died from obesity after getting this surgery. So, I mean, do I think it's ever indicated? Yes, it is an absolute Hail Mary last resort, though. People that give like 300-pound people weight loss surgery are in it for the money, in my opinion. Like she should, by her size, yes. By her, no. What are your best tips for dealing with stress? Sleep, sex, and hydration. If I only eat 2 meals a day, breakfast and lunch, when should I take my No Morbidity? When have you been taking it? Like, I mean, if it's working for you right now, I would suggest you keep taking it. Probably later on, in the evening or whenever you're taking it. But if I normally take mine with like my largest meal just to remind me. That's why it's on the bottle for largest meal, because that's when most people remember to take it. This Barbarian Hawk is awesome a person, as he seems on YouTube. He's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. She does nothing all day but shop and eat, right? Hey, Alan, I count calories and find that when I'm not tracking my calories, it's hard for me to not overeat. I don't trust myself with food portions. I'll give myself too much or too little. Miss Izzy, again, we could do a full consultation, or I do think if you're having this problem consistently, that you would be good for coaching. However, one of the things I can tell everybody, if you are counting calories, I actually had this conversation not too long ago. If you're counting calories, try to memorize, I keep looking up at the camera, try to memorize the actual calories that are in the item, okay? If you memorize the items that are in the item, then you can start being the calculator yourself, and it helps you maintain. You can do a better job of tracking in your own mind, type thing. I hope that helped you. Do vibration plates work? Theoretically, if you're constantly trying to stay like your body's constantly adjusting, it's gonna like increase the caloric burn a little bit because there's constant tension and readjustment and stuff like that. So do they work to possibly burn more calories if you stand on it for a long duration of time? Like the logical critical thinking progression says yes. Is it enough to make it worth it? I have no idea. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about them. I personally would never recommend one for anybody. I just wouldn't. At work and in life, have to work, but dealing with elder health issues. Elder health issues are tough. They really are. Amberlynn Reid makes her living being this way, and I will forever be a victim. Yep. Good, we're back. Oh shit. She has one coping mechanism, and it's maladaptive. Exactly. This is so true. Yet she won't consistently take advantage of all the resources she has to get psychiatric help. Balls in her court to swing her shot. I agree. Amber will be the same story as Alexandra Rodriguez. Absolutely. Alan is the man and manager. That's funny. I like that one. Amber gets scared if she eats too little for what she thinks weight loss surgery. It's never happening. It's never, ever, ever happening. I wish it would. Because it might buy her a year or two to take some shit seriously. The video we just saw right now is not a serious person. That's not a serious person. I just feel that since they book surgeries 3 months out, that they can easily do it for me 9 or 10 months out. And I feel that it will completely change my life. And that way we can just all sit down and they can agree that this is what's best for me because I say it's what's best for me and they're going to do exactly what I say. She's not a serious person. I don't know if I should feel sorry for her or pity her. I don't feel either. I know. I'm done. I don't feel either. She's fucking had plenty of it. It's 3 years, baby. Okay? 3 years ago, if people were, if you are not trying to lose weight right now and you are morbidly obese, you are selfish as fuck. You do not give a fuck about people. Period. You know? I had a viewer call me female angry bald man and took it as a compliment. That's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome. Lydia, I hope everything's going good. Hope you're having a good day. Honesty is the best policy, even if the delivery is harsh. I agree very much. All right, guys, it's well over an hour, even though I had all that bullshit. I really do encourage everybody. Here is No Morbidity. You can get it at Vitamin Shop and at AmbrosiaCollective.com. Boom, right there. You can also sign up for our app or sign up for a consultation. And if you need help, we have a few slots available. They will be closing out probably within the next week or so. We have a few slots available from people graduating out from the last special we ran. So we're running this special right here. Please do take advantage of it. All right. Goddamn.